Are you gaslighting the parts of you that are trying to protect you? I'm going to tell you a story to illustrate my point. The other day, I had plans to hang out with a friend of mine, and I was going to be going over to her house. So I headed over to her house, and when I arrived, her house was on fire. And she had her phone in her hands, and she was trying to call 911. And I ran right up to her because I knew that wasn't what she needed at all. And I knocked the phone out of her hands. And I said, no, 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 they won't help. They won't help. This actually isn't an emergency. There's no reason to be upset or call 911. Just calm down, right? So that's not real. That didn't actually happen. There was no fire. But that's what you're doing to yourself when you have a part of you that goes into a reactive mode and starts to say, I'm freaked out. I'm nervous. I'm stressed about this. I'm afraid of this situation. I'm going to make my heart race, and I'm going to make my thoughts race because I am stressed and freaked out, and I'm in a fight or flight response. When you say, I'm safe. I'm safe. I want you to know that I'm safe. You are gaslighting the part of you that is trying to protect you. That part of you has a very good reason for reacting the way that it is reacting. It believes you are in actual danger. And until you take a moment and say, hey, I notice my heart is racing. I notice my thoughts are racing. It's okay that you're this afraid, and it's understandable. I want to hear what you are afraid will happen. And then you listen, and you actually let that part tell you what you're afraid of, what that part is afraid of. And most of the time, if you're in a situation where you feel you need to relax and everything's fine, then it's not in a situation of immediate threat. The house is actually not burning down, right? But maybe you got a text from somebody that felt off and you're worried about that relationship. And the protector part is reacting as if the house is on fire. That makes sense. They have a good reason for doing that. If you can pause and hear the protective part's reason for doing that, the protective part will feel seen and heard. You saying, just relax, I'm safe, is the equivalent of me knocking my friend's phone out of her hand and saying, don't call 911. Get it?